This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, and welcome back to some Edmonton Oilers discussion for you today. Just some quick hits, then it's slow pitch time, and then if there's anything breaking, we'll get to it around 9 o'clock tonight. Although I plan on staying at the Ball Diamond and enjoying a little bit of fresh air this afternoon, this evening, and maybe into tonight if I feel like it. I don't know. You know what? It's going to be a long week. Maybe I should get some rest. However, that said, you know what? It's the last week without Oilers hockey, all right? This is the key thing. As of Tuesday next week, we transition back to hockey season full time for at least a week. Right? At least a week of full hockey season. By August 3rd, we'll know if we're continuing on or not, depending on what's gone on the weekend, on the holiday on Monday, and then, of course, on the Wednesday against the Hawks. So, like, this is right away kind of stuff. This is no longer a month from now we'll be talking. No, ladies and gentlemen, a week tomorrow we will be talking here live on Dolynny TV with a 5-second delay put in by the NHL. Oilers Hockey Live, Battle of Alberta, exhibition, playoff, pregame, tune-up, whatever, I don't know. But that said, we do have news out of John Shannon about what's going on with that whole shebang on how the good old, playoffs are going to work in terms of what we see, what we hear on TV. So, number one from John Shannon today, like I said, it's just quick hit stuff. You can follow John Shannon, J Shannon NHL on Twitter. He has put in that there will be that 5-second delay to monitor the player's language. I mean, the NHL feeds at the best of times don't kill the player's audio, all right? We've all heard some of the best slip-ups over the years, but you know what? End of the day, there's something to be done here that could make it a lot more fun for a lot of us, although it's kind of a publicity thing for the NHL, negative publicity, if you have a live feed, uncensored, go live, and then, of course, you know how Twitter, Facebook works, and YouTube, and then all of a sudden you have Connor McDavid being outed as the worst trash talker, worst mouth player in the league, or something silly like that, right? Obviously, there are some repercussions for what could happen during a game. And I mean, if you've been first row in an NHL game, you might know something. I've been as close as fourth row, luckily, in my life. So just throw some caution out there, I guess, is what Rogers, Sportsnet, and everybody is doing, the NHL doing. So that said, the other side, too, is, like I said, what are we hearing when it comes to the NHL broadcast? Well, for us in the Canadian markets, right, you think Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg, Toronto, Montreal, all 6 teams that are in it because Ottawa sucks. Man, why can I never not laugh when I take a shot at somebody? I don't know. Jim Houston and Craig Simpson will start in the East for Rogers, so they will call the games out East for the Canadian teams there. And then Chris Cuthbert and Louie Debrusk will have your broadcasts here in Edmonton. And of course, that's interesting because Chris Cuthbert just came over from TSN, signed that deal with Rogers during the whole COVID lockdown. And now, right away, he's going to call the playoffs for us. And I mean, do I need to say where Chris Cuthbert's most famous from? The pinnacle of sporting achievement as of this 2000s whole era that we're in, millennium, whatever you want to say. Yes, the golden goal, Sidney Crosby in 2010 in Vancouver during the Olympics, and so many more throughout his career. So that's where you know him from. Louie Debrusk, for us Oilers fans, oh, we're reveling in this. This is good news for us. Louie Debrusk, a fan favorite on the broadcast. We cried for him to come back, and now here he is, ready to call playoff games as the color man for us here in the bubble in Edmonton, and that's going to be fantastic, absolutely. And then by the conference finals, both crews will be in Edmonton. So the other quick hit from John Shannon, of course, I'm not going to get into the award winners because that doesn't affect us. Nobody from the Oilers are in the awards announced today. However, by the time the whole return to play plan is complete, according to John Shannon, and the Stanley Cup awarded, the NHL will have invested between $50 and $70 million in the 24-team playoff return-to-play format. Ladies and gentlemen, that is nuts, but realistically, I think we've heard stories about the NBA, isn't it something like 90 million? So I couldn't tell you. But I'm going to head out of here. I'm going to go get fed. I'm going to go get ready for ball stretched and stuff, and then we'll talk a little bit later tonight if you're up for it. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thank you for tuning in. I will catch you in the next one.